Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update for the day. So we're going to go over to those charts. Euro US dollar first. As you can see on the daily, we've got this nice trend line that we are currently holding after having wicked down to the 21 on the daily. So that's not a bad move really for us to basically manage risk for a long on now. We've tested out of this trend line. We got back in, and yeah, I'll be looking for a move potentially up to around this 13,500 and maybe even then breaking out of there. So looking good. Nothing really TD wise to look at, just the trend line, the 21 daily. And yeah, and the fact this candle got bought up quite nicely, this daily candle. So yeah, that's looking pretty good there. 12 hour just kind of see the similar thing. Obviously this very bullish looking doji candle here, and yeah, taking out the top of this, which we have already have done. You'd probably expect a move to the upside. Obviously you can manage risk from that candle. Over to the 4 hour. Yeah, not much to see there really. Obviously we you can kind of see how we got to the trend line, broke down, got back above, and now yeah, it's just a zoomed in version, but nothing TD wise on the 4 hour to look at. But yeah, so realistically this is looking like it's gonna float its way up to potentially test the top of the trend line. Cable on the daily. Yeah, coming up on that daily 9 that we were talking about. We've got quite a few daily 9s coming up tomorrow, but yeah, this is one of them. Maybe we have seen our tests of the 200 daily, but obviously we've got the rest of this candle and tomorrow's 9 to push up, potentially have a swing failure above it, much the same similar way we had here, and then yeah, maybe see some more downside. But yeah, I'll be looking for some more downside, but a potential acceleration into this 9, and then maybe a rejection above the 200 daily, but nothing TD wise other than that on the daily. We are on the 12 hour 9, so we have got, obviously, well, I'll say the 12 hour 9, it's actually flipped to a 1 now, but if it trades a bit higher, it'll be a 12 hour, it'll be a 9. But yeah, so this is obviously below this horizontal. So this could send us down, and we could hang around here and wait for the daily. We could come down now. Hard to really tell. Well, obviously you can't ever tell really. It's just yeah, it's just kind of what it looks like. We've obviously got that trend line coming in, but I would suspect that trend line is going to be lost in pretty short order. Would be my guess, but we'll draw it on anyway. We'll leave it there for the time being. But yeah, I believe we will lose that based on the daily and the 12 hour 9. And yeah, realistically we'll probably come and find some support around this horizontal or the 200 daily. Yeah, probably the 200 daily. We'll actually take this off now, but yeah, because the 200 sorry, not the 200 daily, the 21, that's it, the 21 on the daily. Yeah, around here we're potentially looking for a move to, so we'll actually draw that in, just so we've got that there as a point of reference. Yeah, 12 hour we've got the 9 already, and then 4 hour. 4 hour, yeah, not much CT wise the 4 hour, but we can kind of see how good this trend line is for us. So if we do plow through these 9s above this horizontal, we could see quite a nice acceleration to the upside. Obviously you don't necessarily want to be selling before we get there, but yeah, you can see the 2-day pretty doji looking candle, and then yeah, the daily 7 is a pretty toppy looking candle, and a bit of indecision on this 8 candle. So yeah, I mean, it's deciding what it wants to do, whether it wants to drop this trend line, have a test down to the daily 21, or whether it wants to basically break the daily 200 and keep going upwards. I would be of the mind that it's going to come and test the 21 and then have another proper go at the 200, just because that's in my experience how markets tend to work on the balance of probabilities. Obviously not all the time, but yeah, so daily on the dollar index, yeah, this is coming up on a daily 9, but we're getting a move up already off this 7 candle. Maybe we've seen the low, maybe we're just going to come up and test these horizontals and then see some downside. We'll have to see, but yeah, I'd be cautious obviously of this daily 9, especially if we get some more downside. And yeah, I'll be cautious of that because it could definitely signal, not a signal, but it definitely could result in a bit of a push back up. Obviously, we've got the daily 21 here. That would obviously be a target if we push down a bit first. Obviously, we're quite close to it now. But yeah, also the daily 200. I wouldn't expect to see us back test that high. That wouldn't be a back test anyway. That would just be a newer high, based relative to these highs. But yeah, yeah, potential move up here. I mean, if we're not going to move down, we could reverse this and start to move up. Because you can see this is pretty a range bound asset. So we have come to test this downside. Maybe we're going to come and test some, well, middle to upside. We'll have to see how that develops. My fundamental view is this breaks down though. So yeah, obviously I've got to bear that in mind. But yeah, I've got to bear that in mind when I see how we react to these. So what I would be looking at actually is once we get below here, yeah, definite acceleration to the downside. Not obviously definite, but you know how I use the word definite. Wait, sorry, we're just going to have a look at some of the other time frames on this. 12 hour, nothing on the 12 hour. On 4 hour, did we reach it? No, we didn't reach 9 on the 4 hour. So euro pound, on the daily, yeah, looking weak again, but obviously we've got the daily 9 coming in tomorrow. This is another one of the 9s. Wouldn't it be fantastic to see a capitulation of this to this trend line to then have a nice buy from here? But we'll have to, I don't think we'll get that lucky. We've got a nice horizontal in here anyway. I say a horizontal, there's no actual real level to draw, but just this zone of price action. So if you had the VPVR on, you would see obviously a lot of price traded in this zone. So that is obviously a support zone. So yeah, I mean, we potentially won't see much downside in this, but I'll be watching this with a keen eye as of tomorrow. 12 hour. Yeah, 12 hour will basically have its 9 coming in as tomorrow as well, providing we don't rally up from here. If we stay here or lower, we will. And then the 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour near got the 4 hour 9. So this is potentially what is holding up the price at the moment. This 4 hour 9 that would have come in there, got a bit front around. We're still sitting there or thereabouts. So I mean, I don't want to draw a sell trade brace off breaking below this because I know we've got those other 9s coming in, 12 hour and daily. So. But if we didn't have those, I'd be looking just basically for a sell of a break of this level. But as it stands, realistically, we're looking for a buy as of the break of this level. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. And then with this base being based off a 4 hour candle, potentially only expect to move up to about there. So Aussie dollar Swiss franc on the daily. Yeah, we say this every time. We've been stuck in this range since basically the 15th of June, which is nearly a month away. So we've not got anything really to look at other than just this tightening range. Looks even tighter on the 4 hour. So realistically, we just got to leave that one. Euro New Zealand dollar. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar even. Yeah, nice daily 9 at horizontal level. So this is a nice potential buy trade. We've already drawn one arrow off, so I'm guessing that was off maybe a 12 hour, 4 hour. I don't know what we've just drawn on there. But what we will do is we will borrow this, move this along to here, and yeah, buy levels above here. That is if you don't just want to buy this support now. But 9s can accelerate. We could accelerate into the 200. We could do many things actually. Now that I think about it, we'll just borrow this hour actually. Oh no, I always do. Oh god, it's like I change my mind halfway through. I'm like I start making and drawing a new one, and then decide I'm going to take that one. Obviously, we did get those little wicks up there, but we saw they were good trades, but we'll delete them now. Yeah, so realistically, this is what we're looking for, either a buy off here or a buy off there. But if we lose that, this 9, obviously the low of this 9, we can only lose it on the next candle, not on this candle. But yeah, we're looking for the move down. Day 12 hour, have we got anything on the 12 hour also? Yeah, we've got the 12 hour coming in tomorrow as well, so maybe we're going to come and test the 200. Be a bit of an aggressive move, but we're pretty bearish, so I wouldn't rule it out, especially if people start front running these on the 4 hour as well. This is going to be an epic risk reward trade. This is, I believe, with the 4, 12 and the daily 9. But just be cognizant of the fact people will be front running this trade. So there is room to squeeze this down to the 200 daily. So just be aware of that fact. We will highlight this because this is a good looking one. US dollar, Japanese yen. Daily, yeah, daily looking weak. We've lost this level, and as you can see, what happens when you lose horizontals, you come down pretty fast. Yeah, there won't be anything TD wise really to read here, and 4 hour, nothing too much TD wise really. We're in a bit of a no man's zone. We'll actually extend and pretend, just to give us a bit of a frame of reference here for a potential target, especially off this 4 hour 9. 4 hour 9, well, it's not here now, but if we hang around here, it will come in, and then we can potentially see a bounce off that, because there's nothing really TD wise off these levels really, and I think this is a realistic target. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, daily. Very descendingly, triangly looking. Yeah, and we've got the moving average correct posture, 250.21. So are we going to drop? Are we going to fall out of bed now? What are targets? No real targets. Just nothing really to aim for. I guess that is as good a one as any, which I believe was obviously why I've got it drawn. But yeah, this is what we're potentially looking for here, guys. So yeah, bear that in mind. 12 hour, we're not going to have anything TD wise on the, wait, how do we, yeah, we have, but we've not really got a strong trend here, but we have got a 9, so maybe we're going to see another revisit to the top, but this is not a strong trend here, so this trend exhaustion indicator is not really indicating an exhausted trend, because there's no trend to be exhausted. So be aware that this 12 hour 9 may literally do nothing. So yeah, euro dollar, Japanese yen, fell out of bed. We had this, we have this drawn in yesterday, didn't we? We drew this yesterday and we highlighted it, and we said if we fall out of this, we are coming down, and that is what's basically happened. We had it, obviously. This is why I redded it, because I was meant to put it on a TradingView, but yeah, literally dropped that trend line, dropped out the wedge, and the target is basically down to here. Obviously, we don't necessarily have to reach that target, but yeah, I mean, that is a great trade. That I'd highlight that because I'd meant to post it, and yeah, really good trade there. Not even based on TD, literally just based on the chart pattern. And I was talking about how we were at this horizontal and this here, and we were getting these bearish looking candles. I remember saying it yesterday in yesterday's video, and saying that this just looks like it's going to fall out, and that is basically exactly what it's done. So great trade. US dollar, Canadian dollar, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, just playing this horizontal really, not a lot to see here, nothing TD wise, just in the middle of nowhere. Just I mean, if anything, it's just angled down, so maybe we're just going to come down and test this again. If we test it again, maybe expect a weak bounce and a break, or even just a break, or we are just going to keep playing in this range. Nothing really else I can add to that. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, this one has also lost a trend line, but this has got a bit more of a bullish lean to it. I don't know, the trend line is probably not, could be drawn better also. Oh, it's based from here, oh, so it definitely could be drawn better. Obviously been a bit lazy when I drew this one. Nonetheless, we're out of it, but I just wanted to draw as at where it makes more sense for it to be. Yeah, so we're out of this. We're attempting to get back up, bouncing off roughly the daily 21, but will we lose this trend line? We've obviously got a horizontal here. Will we lose this trend line? Potentially. I mean, will we stay below it? As in, make a measured move down off it. Obviously, we've lost it already, but yeah, maybe we are going to see a move down to here. That we were potentially looking for before. If not though, yeah, expect more upside. But yeah, again, look, basically a daily 9 tomorrow, but we've not managed to stay strong enough to hold it at the moment. If we rally up though, we will still get the daily 9. But either way, we know we're roughly at a 9. We're roughly at trend exhaustion. We do have a trend here. This is daily, and we do have a trend. So this is more what you can look into for trend exhaustion. Nice 9 there as well. We obviously looked at that. And nothing really to read off the 4 hour, in all fairness. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, looking good here on the 4 hour, but we'll go to the daily first. Yeah, looking strong, but we have got a daily 9, so we will move this up to here. I don't know, do we want this horizontal anymore? Yeah, we'll keep it. And yeah, if we lose this 9, realistically, I would probably expect a move. Well, we can't be that punchy. We just got to put it there really, and we'll just play it see how it plays out. So, yeah, just see how this plays out. These lines are all a bit wonky. Yeah, see how this plays out. But yeah, that's sell trade. I mean, it's a pretty bullish asset. Don't know how much of retracement you would like, but yeah, this here and here, maybe even the 200 daily if we were going to get pretty aggressive on this sell-off. But I wouldn't want it to see, based on its bullish pattern, losing this horizontal. But obviously we'll just have to see what happens. But 12 hour, yeah, there was a 9. 12 hour, yeah, not much to read into that. You just got to concentrate on the daily. And 4 hour, nothing really to read here. Nothing really to read off this 4 hour. US dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, this is like it's turning back down here. We'll get back onto the daily first. Yeah, nice doji looking candle. But it is a 9. So it's obviously attempting to bounce. I'll move this down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, obviously this candle has got 7 hours to go of a daily candle, so it's mostly done. But yeah, I'd expect if we take that out up there. But do I expect that to happen? No. Do I expect it to lose the bottom of this candle? Yes. Do I expect it to lose this trend line? Yes. But will that happen? I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at here. Nothing really on the 12 hour to look at, and the 4 hour. Not really much to look at there. US dollar, Brazilian real. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep this Brazilian real on here. Stuck in a bit of a zone, in a bit of a range. Not really much to read into this. All I wanted to do was strain it up, and it ended up more wonky. Not really much to read into this. I mean, we're just looking for a break of this line, and then just more upwards. But a break of this line, a break of this line, then more downside. But at the moment, we're just in a nothing. We're just in a no trade zone. It's just not doing anything really. Not doing anything, as you can see. Here's a 4 hour. Just nothing doing here. US dollar, Mexican peso. Yeah, looking like this is gunning for a move down. Nice bearish looking doji candle. Indecision, bearish doji candle. We've got this horizontal drawn in. Yeah, if we lose that, I expect the move down to here. That's what I would say about that. Yeah, tightening up there. Yeah, lose that, expect to move down. Nice bounce off that 12 hour 9. And the 4 hour, nothing really to read there. Finally, US dollar, Turkish lira, that one that doesn't do anything. Why do we even look at it? Let's look at it on the daily. Yeah, maybe it is making a move. But the reason why I don't really get excited, because if this was busting out this massive long consolidation and low vol, we would expect a bigger move than that. So if it starts to make a big move, yep, then we can look to buy a retrace. But this is just basically nothingness really. It's not really moved at all. It's not really moved in the context of the move we're looking for after such a long form consolidation. So that's all I can really say about that. I mean, you can see here it's still done nothing. I don't know why on the daily it looks like this candle. I guess obviously because these 12 hour candles went up, down, so we've got the closes up there. So this daily candle is obviously making it look a bit better. I mean, this day's not over. We've still come back down, and we'll look like every other daily candle in the same way that we look like every 12 hour candle. But I don't know why I'm wasting this much time on this asset. I should just stop the video and start uploading. But yeah, we're done now. So remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Any other currency pairs that we need to add, just let me know and I can add them in the comments, and I will speak to you guys on the next one.